Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. We've got a show for you today. Listen, some great topics to be discussing today on the What's Going On podcast. If you're new to the show, please hit that like button, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, share. As I said, on the road to 250. I've got some great guys in the back room ready to come on to share their frustrations and their delight over the weekend. Certain mans might be needing what we call Man United therapy. Also, we're going to be talking about the ESL. It's rearing its head again. There's just a number of topics that we're going to be covering. We're going to be looking at the Gary Neville question. They asked him if he feels that Man United will finish above, Arsenal finish above Man United. He doesn't trust Arsenal. We'll be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Frank Lampard and Everton and everything. We're going to be covering everything. We want to interact with the chat as well. So put your comments in there. It's going to be lively tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guests. First of all, here we are. Here we are, people. Back in the house. How you doing, everybody?
Yeah, man.
Very well, doing well.
Good.
Well? Yeah. Chili, you're doing good?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's done in their battle shirts on today.
Yeah, we've come correct.
We come correct.
Say it with your chest.
Kofi come with his looks like pajama top.
Don't start.
Yeah. And Chili's one looks like somebody's been sick.
I don't know where the hate comes from. Man.
Listen, man. Listen, you know how it goes. It's banter at the end of the day. Listen, as long as it's healthy banter, listen, we're here to just have a laugh, share with the community. And yeah, we're going to be talking all things football this weekend. As we know, we've had the FA Cup fifth round. We've also had the I think we did speak about the FA Cup fifth round last time, but we've had the no, we haven't talked about the FA Cup. Tell a lie. We have to talk about the FA Cup fifth round. Also the Premier League. Some exciting stuff over the weekend. Yes, first of all, let's big up Mr. Craig, always in the house. Listen, I'm going to give this guy a prize for coming in. You know what I mean? He beat my sister to it. But yes, big up to you, Mr. Craig. Welcome to the chat. We are going to be discussing all things Arsenal, all things Man U, all things Liverpool, all things Tottenham, and all the other teams in the Premier League. And again, if I say, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Please smash the like button, subscribe. As I said, on the road to 250 and hopefully 300. We want to build this community together, and it's just great to have you on the show with us, sharing with us. And it's just all about sharing with each other and just having a laugh at the end of the day. Everybody's got their own opinions. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. And that's how we want to play on this show. Right. So before we commence with the show, as I will do, is ask how you all been doing. So first of all, we'll start off with Mr. Kofi Klopp. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, it's been a interesting week so far, but give thanks. And, everything's all good.
Cool. Mr. D.
Yeah, as I said to you earlier, Norman, been a very mad week. Put a few good people in the ground this week, sadly. But
condolences there, mate. Yeah,
that is life right now, and we still have to move forward. Grateful to be here. So yeah,
big respect to that, mate. And Chili.
Yeah, I'm fantastic.
Good, you're fantastic. I know you're fantastic. You're fantastic. Yeah, you beat some C-Tech team, but we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that. But we are going to be discussing the Premier League and the fixtures and the FA Cup. It's been quite a busy week. Big up Latoya. Yeah, can I just say Kofi has the best shirt in the house? Yeah,
thank you, Latoya.
I'm not going to lie, mate. I'll tell you, it does make a good. A good, nice mop to clean the
Here we
kitchen.
go.
So, yeah,
Here we go.
he's quite.
Don't worry, Norms. We'll have our talk.
But listen, I get it. Listen, we could be talking. I know Kofi has got another meeting to go to, so I don't want to prolong things. So we want to crack on and talk about the Premier League. But let just first of all, last week when Thursday, Everton played Boreham Wood. They beat them 2-0 at home. You know, Boreham Wood, I think it was the last team that was non-league. They obviously look. I saw a little bit of the game. To be quite honest, I wasn't really too interested. I thought Everton would do it anyway, but they're through, through to the quarterfinals, and we will look at the quarterfinal fixtures as well, and just get our thoughts on who we think is going to make it to the semi-finals and to the finals. So Everton winning that game. I don't know. Did anybody watch it at all? To be perfectly honest, I didn't watch it. I don't know if Kofi, being a Liverpoolian, would have watched the game.
I didn't. My focus is not on the blue side, you know.
Okay, right. Right. Okay. Well, let's just crack on then. Let's talk about the Premier League and Leicester at home to Leeds United last week Saturday. 3 o'clock kickoffs. It was a 12:30 kickoff actually.
The early one. Yeah,
it was an early kickoff. Leeds have now got a new manager. I did watch that game, and I thought Leeds, should I say, they weren't as open as we know them to be. They obviously got a new manager now, an American fella called Marsh. I think it's Marsh. He used to, I think he used to manage. What was that? Was it RB's Leipzig? I think.
Okay.
If somebody can just tell me who he's the. Yes, Mr. Ian, how you doing, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They looked more organised. And funny enough, they had more chances in that game. But they end up losing that game 1-0. So Leeds still dropping like
still in the mud. Yeah.
Yeah, guy. I don't know if again, did anybody even get to watch the highlights or even get a chance to see? No one. No.
Yeah, I saw some of the highlights of that game. I mean, it's going to take a little while for. They haven't got long. How many games do Leeds have left? I think.
Well, probably about 12 or 13 games.
If they can turn something around within the next 3 or 4.
Yeah,
then maybe I don't know, but
they play 27, 23 points.
That's 11 games.
11 games, only two points above the relegation. Not only that, they haven't got their spine of the team there. I mean, Bamford, he didn't. Yeah. He was like running up and down the touchline, but he didn't come on. He's gone with Dan James again up front.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they need Bamford back, Patrick Bamford back.
Yeah. They just need the spine, Norman.
Say that again, mate.
They just need the spine. That's why I did feel it was a little harsh on Bielsa. I think I said it last week that you've got your whole spine out.
Yeah.
So I mean, people say, "Oh yeah, but he's got no plan B." But he got them there, and that is a championship team trying to compete in the Premier League without their best players.
Yeah.
But I know you two didn't watch it, but Kofi, did you kind of notice a difference in terms of the way Leicester Leeds were playing compared to under Bielsa? I mean, they looked more. For me, they looked more organised. Judging by the scoreline, 1-0. After leaking how many goals over the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean they did set up differently to how they are used to playing, and obviously it made them a lot more compact in a way. They didn't have as many chances from Leicester in terms of them conceding chances, and they were able to nullify Leicester a little bit. But it was it's something that is going to take a little while for them to instill into their game because they're so used to Bielsa's way of playing.
Yeah.
I mean, Leeds definitely. Whose phone's going off?
My wife's. And so, no, I'm not touching it.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but they looking at that game, Leeds looked like they had more chances, but they just couldn't put it away. They couldn't finish their dinner, as Dee would say, just couldn't finish their dinner. But as I said, Leicester go on to win that game. And Harvey Barnes, I think he was the one that scored. Jamie Vardy obviously was playing, but I think he got taken off early. But it's looking like, which is great for us. I'm hearing that he's injured. I'm not happy about him being injured, but listen, he always scores against us. So we're playing him Sunday coming in the Super Sunday, so we won't be available for that game. But likes of players like Nacho and the other striker that they've got there. I think it's what's the other striker they got there? I can't remember his name. But you've got Nacho, and let me find out who the other striker is.
For Leicester.
Patterson. I think it's Patterson.
Patterson. Right.
Yeah. He's quite quick. So yeah. So listen, Leeds, they're still fighting.
And they have to work on that. They have to work on that goal difference, Norman.
Yeah,
I think the goal difference will bury them. That minus 32 is awful.
Yeah.
Only Norwich are worse than them on minus 42. So that's what will drag them into the mud. That minus 32, they're going to get some goals from somewhere. I'm not saying Dan James is the answer, but their midfielders need to start scoring.
They need to, the midfielders need to step up.
Yeah,
they need to get back. They need to get back Bamford. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it at the end of the game. He got them all in the middle of the park and got them in a circle, trying to beat them up. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the do you remember the Southend manager? When he used to manage Hull, and he went around doing this to everybody. I can't remember what game it was.
Oh, that was what's his name at Wolves, wasn't it?
No, he wasn't Wolves. He wasn't at Wolves.
It was Wolves or Watford. It weren't.
No, Hull. It was Hull.
Oh, Hull. Yeah.
But I can't remember the manager's name.
I'm sure his name was Brown, wasn't it? Brown.
Yeah, something Brown. Yeah. But now he just kind of got them in a huddle and looked like was just sort of trying to motivate them and say, "Listen, guys, we tried our best, and listen, they know they got a fight on their hands, and so we'll just see what happens."
And and the thing with Leeds as well is that, as my friend was telling me earlier, that they are a big northern club, as in a big Yorkshire club, and you got no Sheffield United, you got no Sheffield Wednesday, you got no Huddersfield, so it'd be good for a Yorkshire team to stay in the Premier League. It's good for the fan base and for everything else. But if they're thinking of joint up with that minus 32, then boy, that's where you're going to get dragged.
You know what? It's going to be an interesting battle down there because Everton really are.
Well, we're going to come on to that. Listen, we'll come on to that. So we'll come on to that, mate, because I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, we're going to listen. Burnley, Chelsea. First half was a bore. Second half, mate, I don't know what happened to Burnley. 4-0 Chelsea. Kai Havertz getting 2. Reece James. And I can't remember who the third goal scorer was. But
for them, Pulisic.
Was it Pulisic? Yeah, Pulisic.
Yeah, he scored. Yeah.
Literally, within space of 9 minutes, not even that, 8 minutes, they've scored 3 goals and just taken Burnley apart and ended beating them 4-0. So Burnley still in that bottom 3. Will they get out? Will Sean Dyche get them out? I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. But listen, we'll see. I don't know what their fixtures are, but the likes of Everton, the likes of Leeds, Brentford, they had a good win away to Norwich. I just think Norwich are down and out now.
Norwich are done.
Norwich.
Ivan Toney back in that
game.
Also,
it was good to see Eriksen.
Listen, absolutely respect to Eriksen. That's if we give him applause, mate, because that like 90 minutes. Yeah. And there was one point, I can't remember who it was, a player. They
bundled,
and then he realised it was Eriksen.
Then he realised it was Eriksen. He went, oh. But big respect to Eriksen. I think he even got an assist in that game as well. But Norwich looked at it, they're proper doomed. Dean Smith, is it Dean Smith, the manager?
Yeah, the same manager that got sacked by, you imagine getting sacked and relegated in the same season.
Yeah,
you get sacked and relegated in the same season. That's shocking, isn't it? That's a bad day. That's a bad year at the office.
Yeah, that's going to be not good on his CV. But
it's normally the other way round. You get relegated, then sacked.
Right. Yeah.
Right, but he's got sacked, and now he's relegated somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, Brentford, Ivan Toney back, getting 2 goals. These penalties.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't think this guy can miss a penalty.
Has he become a specialist?
Listen, just one step, bang. He's so nonchalant about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they win that game 3-1.
Brentford have missed him as well. They've missed him, no.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Big time. Yeah,
100%. Wolves. Listen, I think Wolves now are probably falling out the top race now, race now. They Crystal Palace, who have been really good on the road. Patrick Vieira doing really well. And in that game, they go away to Wolves and beat Jean Mateta and also Wilfred Zaha with a penalty.
Yeah.
And they win that game 2-0. So I think Wolves, I mean, listen, mathematically, they can still get into the top 4. But I think right now, the amount of games that they've lost on the bounce, since they played us, you know what I mean?
Turning point.
The turning point, you know what I mean? The Lacazette turning point, yeah? Lacazette. I'm looking at Chili's giving me the dirty look, man. He hates it when I talk about Arsenal, man. I'll tell you that now. Yeah,
I just hate Arsenal.
Yeah? Look at that badge and weep, bro. Yeah, right, okay. Right, so we move on. Newcastle. Guys, talk to me. 2-1 at home to Brighton. They've won now something like they're unbeaten in 7 or 8 games now. To think that they were in the relegation zone, mate.
I think they've only drawn 1 game in the last.
Yeah, I mean,
and won the rest.
It's just Lewis Dunk scoring and Ryan Fraser also scoring.
No, that defender, no Scars or however you.
Sorry, no, Lewis Dunk is right. Sorry, Fabian Schär and Ryan Fraser. Yeah. So they're moving onwards and upwards, and I think that they're gonna be safe. I know what points are they on now, D?
They are on.
They're about 14th, I think.
They're 14th, and I think they're on about either 24 or 25 points.
28 points.
28.
28, 14th, 28 points out.
They're doing all right, mate.
That's a real turnaround.
That is a massive turnaround.
And they have a game in. They have a game in hand over Brighton on 33.
Right, Eddie Howe. Listen, Eddie Howe. We had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. It's looking like they're going to stay in the Premier League, and come the summer, do you think they will? I think Chile sort of made a point about this. I think they will stay with Eddie Howe and use that same kind of process as Man City. You know what I mean? Sort of building with that manager and then going to the next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if he wins for them, Norman, if he wins the cup for them.
Oh, hold on a minute. Chile's just going to kick the dog.
But you know what? The thing is, if the ambition is that big and the owners really want to or see themselves progressing into top half and then probably top 4.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe is not the guy to carry them that far. To be honest.
Are you saying? Yeah. Listen, Craig. Listen, I think he is. I agree. Absolutely agree with Craig. I mean, listen, he's better than Fraudetta, as he was said, or Fraudetta, right? Because we was linked with Eddie Howe after the Wenger era, when Wenger was pretty much going out. You know, his name was bantered around to take over Arsenal, because he played attacking football, and with the resources that he had, you know what I mean, they were saying that he would be quite a good candidate but Arsenal, the club that we are, we wanted somebody, a bigger name and that. But listen, he's doing absolutely brilliantly with Newcastle at the moment.
We were mentioned with him when we got Mourinho as well. But again, like you said, we wanted a name.
Because he's always worked well, as you guys know, with low budgets. So it'd be nice to see whether he can spend some money and push and kick him on. But I do hear what Kofi's saying, that maybe to attract certain names, if they look to go down that route, maybe.
Do you think that they will do it come the summer, or do you think they'll make? Chile said it. I think they probably allow him maybe another year, 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they will move that quick to get him out.
It has to be a process.
Unless he has a meltdown between now and the end of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel that they will give him ample time, but then it's whether they want to push quickly to, get to the mid-table and beyond. So,
but then he's getting them there at the moment.
Yeah.
He's doing that. So,
do you know what I mean?
I think, like I said, you have to see if he's any good at spending their money, because I think that will be the key. Because if he spends the money wisely and pushes them into a top 6.
But you look at the people that he's brought in the January. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got some good. Yeah, he got some good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, they wanted a striker because with Callum Wilson out, and they were trying to maybe go for the Jesse Lingard. I think they wanted to get him, and that didn't happen in the end. And I think that would have probably pushed them on a little bit. But saying all of that now, the team is looking more balanced. Defensively, they're looking good. They're strong in the midfield. So there's a good balance about it. And now they're playing with a confidence. And do you know what I mean? I'm watching and I'm thinking these guys are going to be hard to beat.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And we got to
especially
go there
at home as well.
Go there at some point. Say that again, mate.
Especially at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've made.
They're making that a little. Yeah, they're making that a little bit of a fortress now. Do you know what I'm saying?
The fans are fanatics.
Yeah,
literally fanatics. They live, sleep, and breathe football.
Who takes their shirt off with minus?
In town in them shirts and go to bed in them shirts. You know there was. Man's just next level. Yeah.
Agree with Craig. Yeah, in 5 years' time, Oilcastle United will be another Man City. That's the new name on Oilcastle, man.
Oilcastle.
You know what I mean? And listen, we're laughing now, mate. If we don't back up our ideas, likes of us,
they are going to leapfrog. If we stand
we're
still,
going to get leapfrog, man.
Stand still and admire them.
And it seems like on and off the field, they look like now they're becoming like a well-run club now, because under Mike Ashley was a complete joking nightmare, and the fans wanted him out ASAP. They've got their wish now. And they've got, seems like owners that care and owners that are willing to spend. Well, man, listen, they're the richest club in the world. So, you know what I mean? We're going to be able to compete with that. You know what I mean? So,
if they spend properly, they're definitely going to leapfrog Tottenham and Arsenal. Probably Man U as well.
Yeah. No,
but then there's that fine line of the spending power, and then how other clubs react to how much money they're willing to pay for players, because some clubs may say, okay, we're going to put ridiculous price tags on our players, and then what are they willing to pay for a certain amount for a certain player?
I mean, Man City, when Man City got taken over, I mean, they were buying everybody. You know what I mean? And people saying, well, you want us? I mean, we became their feeder club. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal became their feeder club, but they were buying everybody and anybody and was paying over the odds. You know what I mean?
But you're also going to get the situation where players are going to say, Norman Johnson at Newcastle's on $350 a week. You're the ones that are going to knock the gaffer's door and say, hold on, I'm as good as him, if not better. Newcastle are playing him $350 a week. I want a pay rise. And the whole snowball thing just gathers momentum. So it will be good and bad for the league, them having money like that. Just like how it was for Man City, where Man City was the first club to pay 50 million for a defender, for a right back or a left back. 50 mil right backs. You're like,
that was John Stones. He was the richest.
So they started it. I remember Pep bought 3 defenders for 50 million a pop in the same window. And everyone was going, what is he doing?
That is mad.
And then everyone started overpaying from Everyone started overpaying.
When you know that these men have got serious money is when they're spending that kind of money on defenders.
Defenders, I know that's what I'm saying. It's mad.
Yeah, I would expect that with strikers or midfielders. But
yeah, but Van Dijk was like 75 mil.
Yeah. I mean, but then Van Dijk was already established, and you're not going to get.
You didn't know he was going to do what he's done at Liverpool. No way.
Well, you can't estimate how somebody is going to do, but then you have to take that chance, and especially where he'd been putting in performances even for Southampton. And
I mean, because listen, he was at Celtic, and I'm not going to lie, I don't really watch much Scottish Premier League. So I mean, was Liverpool looking at him from then, or because I know Arsenal were looking at him as well, but typical Wenger just takes long to do anything.
And then he talks about it afterwards. What's the point of watching a player blow up at Liverpool?
I can't take
and
that.
Talking, we should have bought him first. No one cares. He didn't. Liverpool bought him. You know what I mean? Shut up.
No one cares. You're right, exactly. Nobody cares, bro.
And that just sort of annoys the fan base as well, that does, when they start talking that nonsense, saying, oh, yeah, we came for a little kickabout, and we were thinking, we're not sure about this kid.
I mean, he wakes up in the middle of the night, wakes up in the middle of the night and goes, I want to wind these people up now. You know?
Exactly. I think it's one of the worst things these managers do, talk about, we came to Old Trafford and shoot around the place, and he had a little workout, and we were thinking, we'll get back to him, and then you see him blowing up for you guys or for Tottenham or somebody. You're thinking, really?
Yeah.
Just don't say anything, because the fan base get rolled by it, you know?
Listen. I watched him last night. What a goal against Liverpool! What a goal by Martinez. Martinez, jeez, man. Listen, Lukaku, Chelsea got the wrong man. That's all I say. Chelsea got the wrong man. This is the man that we got. We was obviously, well, whether we were serious about it or not, I don't know. But the way we looked just longed out the transfer window in the summer, and us being linked with this guy. This guy is a baller, mate. And the goal, unbelievable.
You know what? For a little while, I was sweating because the way they were playing, they were literally passing through us, and they looked stronger. And we just
man. You didn't look on it. Liverpool last night did not look on it at all, mate.
Yeah.
So and Klopp did say, don't look at the 2-0 lead. Do not look at the 2-0 lead. Do you know what I mean?
You know how I was sweating inside because...
but Kofi, you guys have a squad now with the players that you bought, and he should have rested Mo. There was no need to play Mo last night. I think you've got...
But that game was not a game to rest players because, they are strong defensively, they are strong in midfield, and you could see that we didn't have...
Even at Anfield.
Well, Sanchez,
right? 2-0 at Anfield.
But look at Jota. Jota looked ordinary yesterday.
Yeah, my missus was cussing him.
Yeah, he could not hold the ball. It was like a knife running through butter with him.
And the thing is, you have to remember that they're playing on them heavy pitches up north. These pitches don't drain well, and so Klopp has to look at that because you guys looked so leggy yesterday.
Yeah,
and it was just like, what is going on here? But this is Liverpool. You can look leggy and still do what you got to do. It's because at the end of the day,
if them man are running at 50%, there's still teams that can't live with them.
Quite a few guys out there look very leggy on that pitch. So you were thinking that's why you.
But that's the thing. I honestly think that midfield it needs a little bit more. It needs to be a little bit more dynamic because definitely we've lost strength in that midfield because a lot of teams are just passing through us and they seem to be getting past, Henderson. Henderson looks so slow these days. I don't know what's up with him.
The thing is, I think you guys are missing Genie.
Yeah, and definitely.
And people say don't bring players back, but maybe as a player I would have brought back just because he knows the formula. It's not like someone that you'd have to bed in. He would come straight back in and know the Liverpool way, and just. But one of them because I think he made a mistake going in the first place. I think he was a Liverpool player and probably still is in my mind.
Yeah, but then there's that argument that for his worth, give him a little bit more extra money.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think he makes a difference in that team. Well, he did make a difference in that team. His work rate. You have to remember the Milners of this world. These guys have had their time. I'm not saying they're scrubs, but you can't rely on them now to push you forward.
Yeah, Milner can't do game by game. Especially for the intensity that the Premier League and also Champions League gives. It's just gonna burn out so quickly.
Yeah, and we have the same thing with Matic. As smart as and intelligent of a footballer he is, Father Time caught him. Yeah. So even if you're playing 80 minutes in a game, you can't start in the next game. Yeah. His legs won't have it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when it comes to next season, and if you get in the right manager that plays that pressing game, forget Matic, forget Mata, forget Ronaldo, forget Cavani.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's 4 off the bat, Norbs.
Right there. Right. That's off the top of my head. Yeah. wherever we got to the fridge. Wherever we got to the fridge. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But quickly, Aston Villa, Southampton. Southampton were on a really good run, especially at home. But 4-0, Coutinho, mate, masterclass, man.
That's one player I've regretted Liverpool getting rid of.
No, he fought his way out, Kofi.
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't get rid of him.
Yeah. That's
why he couldn't come back.
He got a lot of money for him.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't come back.
145 mil?
Something like that,
But Stevie G is a smart one. You have to give Stevie G's props for that one,
Yeah.
Because obviously they were still friends as well. So the friendship played a part in him coming to Villa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been linked with him for like 2 seasons, and people say, no, we wouldn't take him, he's finished. But look, the guy he's come back, he's hit the ground running, he knows the Premier League, and he's playing really well for Aston Villa. We've got them at some point. I think we play them after Liverpool, away to Liverpool's. After Liverpool at home, we go away to Aston Villa. That's going to be a really tough game. But they beat Southampton
4-0
convincingly, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Southampton have been steady. Yeah, and they just manangled them. It was
he looked shocked. The manager looked shocked, man.
Yeah, he looked bummed in it.
Ralph was like, "What?
What is going on there? Yeah,
what's going on there?" But it is what it is. Then we come to the Liverpool West Ham game. Very tough game, Kofi. 1-0 to Liverpool at home. Again, what are your thoughts on that game? It was a tough, hard-fought game.
Yeah. To be honest. West Ham had the better chances, gilt-edge chances, and if that was a better striker, they score 3 goals.
Was it Lanzini?
Lanzini had a sitter. Who is Antonio?
Yeah,
had a gilt-edge
one. Lanzini's one was bad. That was bad.
Lanzini's one was. So Liverpool were really lucky, but you got to grind out those 1-0 wins, and
Salah didn't have one of his best games. I think he got substituted. He weren't too happy about it, because I was saying to you, Kofi, on the phone that because he had Diaz playing, and also Mane, that front 3, and that I was thinking, who's he going to substitute? But Salah just kept losing the ball, just wasn't in the game.
But that's the thing, Salah can't always expect that. If he's having the stink of a game, that he's going to be on the pitch for 90 minutes. Klopp makes these decisive decisions with players who are not playing well. Mane has seen that, if he's not playing well, then he gets substituted. All of them.
He gets the goal. He gets that all-important goal. Yeah. West Ham.
If you look at Antonio as well, Norman, I don't think he's scored in 7 game weeks.
It's been a while.
Shocking. Yeah, it's been a while. But I think it's been overlooked. You know what I mean? People are very quick to jump on a Lacazette or whoever for not.
Yeah, but Antonio,
he's done at least 7 really games without scoring.
That's because Lacazette plays for Arsenal. They're a much bigger club than West Ham, and Arsenal were meant to be up there fighting for top 4.
Should you say that again? You said Arsenal was a much bigger club
than West Ham.
He put big in your club, Norman.
West Ham are tiny.
I'm messing with you, I'm messing with you, man. But I hear you, bro.
You know what that thing? It's that kind of you know what it is that media loving for West Ham and Moyes, because they are punching above their weight, in the European Cup and that, and everybody.
We love an underdog. We love an underdog,
and that's what it is. And I think that's you've hit the nail on the head, mate. It is loving that underdog, mate, and they're doing quite well. But I just think now it's starting to catch up with them. Yeah. You know, I mean, we've got like 3 games, in hand on them, and now we're above them. You know what I mean? At first, I was thinking, when are these guys going to lose a game? But it is what it is, and they lose to Liverpool 1-0. So in one sense, I did want Liverpool to win because it meant giving us a chance and come on to our game. Watford 2, Arsenal 3. Now you look at that scoreline and you think it was a very close game.
He's great.
Wait there, mate.
He's great.
Chilly, don't talk to me. I knew you was gonna come up with your nonsense. Yeah, that game, right? Listen, the start of the game, I'm like, I don't think barely a minute has gone, and you got is it Manuel Dennis or whatever it is for Watford? I don't know what Ben White was doing, and next thing the ball's in the back of the net. I'm like, what's going on? At the time, I was driving home, so I wasn't watching it on TV. So I'm like, what? I didn't crash the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, what is this? What are these people playing on? But lucky enough, it was offside, and then a lovely goal, a link-up play between Odegaard and Saka. Beautiful, and Odegaard, bringing the goals to his game. And he's playing really well the last couple of games.
Yeah, that form is good now.
That form is good. Really playing well.
Yeah. And all of the goals in that game, all of them, even Sissoko's goals.
Quality.
Yeah? Quality.
Get in there, Sissoko.
How can you have Sissoko scoring ex-Tottenham? How on earth? Ben White again. Ben White, jeez, man.
He's a bit hit and miss anymore.
That's a £50 million defender right there.
Yeah, mate.
Was he 50 million?
Yeah, 50 million, yeah.
50 million,
You know what? And that's the problem, because he's got that 50 million British tax on him.
Yep.
He's always going to have that in terms of his performance. Yeah, because he's not a £50 million defender.
Nah, he's not.
He's a £25 million, 30 million at best.
Yeah.
Not 50 million. But right,
is Ben White even in the England squad now?
No.
Exactly. At 50 million, and you're not in the England squad.
He wasn't in the England squad because he didn't play. He was selected, but he was like fifth choice.
A bit like Theo Walcott, you mean?
Yeah, if you want to say that. You know what I mean? So, but the goals and the again for the second goal, Saka and Lacazette linking up. Nice 1-2 touch. So he knew where he was going to put the ball. Nice little back flick from Lacazette, and Saka just puts it in that top corner with his left foot. I think
all of them would be candidates for goal of the month.
Yeah. Even the third goal, the build-up play again. This was the old Arsenal. This was the old Arsenal that I wanted to see, knocking the ball around nicely. For me, the defense were suspect in that game. Switched off too easy. 2 goals. The goal by, I can't remember the guy that scored the goal for Watford, but the overhead kick.
Hernandez.
Hernandez. That definitely is one of the goals for a candidate for goal of the season, mate. But too much space.
World is there, boy.
Too much space. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, when Dennis, I think it was Dennis, the one that was the assist came from him. I'm just wondering, I can't remember who was on him at the time. I don't know if it was Tierney. You got to stop the cross. You've got to stop the cross. Too many times they get round the side of us. And that's why Arteta was really upset, because even when we scored the second goal, he was like pulling the players over and telling them, what are you doing? Yeah? Focus, start to think. You know what I mean? And listen, a lot of people like that. And listen, long may it continue. If we get to top 4, brilliant. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying...
No, you can't have that as a passing statement, mate. You're saying, if we get into top 4, if you guys don't get top 4, Norms...
listen,
man, you got no distractions, bro. No Champions League, no cups, that is yours to lose.
It's Arteta tax, man. It's Arteta. Listen, it's Arteta. It's Arteta tax, yeah. £50 player.
Arteta tax, bro.
Right?
No, I look at it now and I say, Arsenal should be now done. But
should be.
But say, can you trust Arsenal?
we've probably got tougher games than I think Tottenham have probably got the easier running.
What are you talking about? We've got to play.
We've got to play. We've
got to play everyone but City in the top 6. Same as everyone. It's only just gone halfway, don't forget.
Yeah, but Chile, the good thing with you guys is that you've got a partnership that are really hotting up teams right now. Kane is on 10 goals. And Son...
how many goals has he got now, Kane?
10. He's on 10.
Wait, the Premier League?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Can you imagine if that guy was...
He's found his shooting boots.
he's definitely found his shooting boots. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think he's given up on going to Man City. That's why.
Until this summer.
You say that in jest, though, but there's rumours if Poch comes to United, Harry might fancy it.
What, United?
And take the captain's armband off. Maguire, there you go. You heard it here first.
Whoa!
If Poch comes,
that'd be interesting.
Whoa, interesting.
He's hating me right now.
Interesting.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to cut you. I've got to go.
All right, listen.
Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
And we'll talk. We'll see you on the next show. I'll phone you later on about something else. Yeah.
All right. Then. Take care, guys.
Yeah. Right. So listen, guys. Let's carry on. So we might as well come on to the Northwest Derby.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've titled this in my podcast as the Northwest Derby review weekend of Man City v Mundane United.
45-minute United.
Mundane. Come on, man. Talk to me.
45-minute United. Now, okay. So at 1-0, we were actually playing some good football.
Right.
And then they scored. And then we still played a bit of good football. And that was the end of the good football for Man United. Because they came back, they went 3-1 down, and they quit. They visually quit. I watched the game, and I said, like, all the heads are down. They
did quit.
3-1. And City, again, was merciful. That could have been a 7-1 scoreline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you cannot quit on them fans that spend that sort of money. Yes, it's at the Etihad, so obviously we've got less fans there. But I don't get it. I don't get that a man is paid this kind of money. You say the average player is on 120 a week, and you visibly quit, Chile. It was horrible to watch as a fan.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, because it's two fingers up to the fans. That's what it is.
Your self-respect shouldn't let you quit.
Yeah, just the badge alone to say, you know what? This is the noisy neighbours. They're nowhere near our title haul, and we quit at 3-1. Now, we could have gone in at 2-2. Sancho had a great game, and he should have scored.
Yeah.
At 2-2, do they come out with a different mindset in the second half? I think they do. But at 2-1, it's like they'd already given up at 2-1. And I don't know.
Man City, look, Chile can vouch for this because obviously they went there and did the business. They showed you how to do it.
They can be beaten.
Because they do, with Man City, they do give you chances and they do leave you spaces, you know what I mean? But the problem is when I watch Man United, I mean, okay, the setup, they were playing, I think it was a 4-4-2, but they had, when I saw it, I thought, oh, Elanga, I mean, they're relying on Elanga, a 19-year-old. Yeah.
Well, he was like a lone striker, you know, really, Norms.
I know,
if you
looked at it, it looked like it was Bruno and Pogba playing as two false nines.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because he still played double pivot.
Yeah,
he still played the McFred, but it's like he shoehorned Pogba in. He shoehorned Pogba in because he didn't want to play Rashford. Because Rashford is awful at the moment. Absolutely. His head's gone. His head is gone, unfortunately.
Mate, listen.
Whether you get this kid some counselling, some deliverance, something.
The fallout of this, Craig says that Freeth was doing nutmegs in his own box, mate. Yeah, we saw him doing nutmegs and doing dummies in the what?
Listen, if any
are doing, bro.
If any scouts from any clubs are listening, you're welcome, mate. Be discounted. I'm sure we'll take 30 grand a week rather than whatever he's on. Just get rid. Oh my gosh! If he goes to the World Cup on this form, tells you everything you need to know about Southgate. If this guy goes to the World Cup on this form, he's awful, mate.
The fallout from this game and just in general, man, it just seems like we might as well just call this Manu therapy. Yeah, we might as well just call this Manu therapy. Me and Chile, we'll just don our white coats on and talk to you. Yeah, because
and then you had.
Normally, you're not meant to kick a man when he's down. What the?
But Chile, then you had Gary Neville on Sky Sports trying to shut down Michael Richards.
Yeah.
And then when Michael Richards came back with the facts, Neville's.
I didn't like the way Gary Neville was going on.
Mad disrespectful.
He tried to disrespect Michael and what he was saying to him and saying.
He said, "Oh, you're ranting." He's like, "I'm not ranting."
Yeah, I'll tell you the ranting. He said, he was very patronising.
Patronising. That's the word.
What he's talking about.
This is the guy that forgets that he got fired from Valencia. Know it all, Gary Neville, that used to snitch on the rest of the Man United players.
Thank you,
Mr. Shop Steward. I can't respect a man like that. I have to mute him most of the time because he annoys me as a pundit. I'll mute him. I don't think because clearly he was protecting Ollie as a pundit.
Yeah.
How he wants to go after Ralph. I'll be like, nah, brother. Because we're playing better football under Ralph, but it's only for 45 minutes. And the 45 minutes
lost like 2 games under him, haven't you?
Exactly, Chile. But Neville's still having a go at Ralph. Oh, the manager. No, look at them lazy players on big money.
Yeah.
That can't stay focused for more than 45 minutes.
And Mike, at a point, he says, what's your problem? You got Potts down there, yeah? And it's almost like Gary Neville was saying, like, no, he's standing up for the management or the hierarchy and saying, he's not a kind of profile player. And Michael, you could see Michael's losing it now. He's like, what are you talking about?
Well, he said, because Michael said to him, you could have got Antonio.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Neville said, no, it's not the Manchester way or something.
Way.
But then he should have asked him, okay, Gary, tell me what the Man United way is, because you guys are in the mud right now, playing 45-minute football. Yeah. You should have just flipped it back to him. But obviously in the heat of the moment,
TV. Listen, I'm glad he stood up. I'm glad
Michael stood his ground. I like Michael.
And too right, back shutting him down. Get out of here.
City fan or not City fan, I like him because he did talk a lot of facts there. Because he said if we were serious, we wouldn't have let Tottenham get in front of us for Conte. We would have got a no-nonsense manager rather than another interim. And that's what I said to you guys in the week. You replace the interim with an interim. That's writing the season off for me.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that this guy's there for 6 months. So they'll say he'll be gone before me.
Yeah.
That's some players' mentality thinking he's there for 6 months, so I'll play how I want to play.
Okay, so D, just lie back and just take a deep breath.
Take a drink.
Right, breathe in, breathe out. Just drink some water. Yeah, okay. All right, next question. Ronaldo, talk to me, mate.
He was not injured. I'll tell you that now. Yeah, I think mentally.
You believe that you don't believe Wreck-It Ralph?
Was it reflector or it flexor, whatever it was?
Wow. He said he flexed his hip or something.
It was quite interesting. It's quite
interesting. Jumping out of bed quickly to pick up $1 million on his doorstep or whatever.
Did he have to go to Portugal to get it sorted out then?
Yeah, exactly. He just said, right, I'm going to get some sun. While you lot figure out what you want to do and he knows how important the Manchester derby is.
Absolutely,
so that tells you his head is scrambled and he just got out of there. Because
his sister come out, and basically said, "You would have." I think I sent you guys the tweet or the Instagram post that she said, "I'm unbelievable." I mean, it was Cristiano Ronaldo is not injured and he's not ill. The man is 100%. Good morning to who you like, me, and sad and angry because Rangnick decided to ruin our Sunday by taking CR7 out of the classic against Man City simply for tactical reasons to defend himself more in the game.
But the thing is, if because obviously he's saying that he doesn't track back. But he's 37. That's not what you bought him for.
Yeah,
and he did, like Craig said, he didn't want to be on the bench.
He didn't want to be on the bench.
And this was the same thing with Martial. When they had the miscommunication with Martial, he said, I'm putting you in the squad. He said, am I going to play? I'm putting you in the squad. Am I going to play? And he wouldn't answer him. So he said, okay, don't put me to sit on the bench. It's the same thing again. He did it with Martial, and now it's happened again with Ronaldo.
But
Ronaldo,
then now Recky's got to fine him then. If he just flew off on his own behalf.
Yeah, you have to fine him, yeah.
You have to fine him.
If there's a lie there, Chile, how do you fine him if there's a lie there? And did United medical staff deem him not fit to play?
No.
So he said, I might as well go get.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, right, he questioned in the post match, and he just basically said he's got. There's so many different. It's a mess, mate.
And then the leak thing again. The leak,
absolutely quite embarrassing.
I have a theory on the leak, so it's a theory, so I don't want to get sued here. Either Rashford's people, Henderson's people, or who else is it? There's another one, but they're the leaks. Because I'll tell you now, if they were foreign players leaking this stuff, it would have come out.
We'd know.
Yeah, it'd come out. So I know it's English players, agents, or family leaking this stuff.
And you talk about Rashford as well. Guy came on with just what did they do? What did both of them do?
Not interested.
Embarrassing. I mean, Gary Neville highlighted it. I've heard Rio Ferdinand having a go at Rashford, because obviously Rashford has now come out and say now that he feels that he's not getting any game time. You know, he obviously wants to get into the England squad, and he feels that he's
another direction. Time. What top 4 team currently? And I'll put Tottenham in that. Take Rashford right now.
Apparently Arsenal are interested in him.
Are they?
Apparently, listen, mate.
He played injured.
I can't see.
This is what I said to my friend earlier in a phone conversation. He played injured on multiple occasions for Ollie. Because Ollie promised in the world, I'll never drop you, I'll never this, I'll never that. He never imagined Ollie getting fired. And this is half the problem. He's upset that Ollie got fired because Ollie protected him on poor form.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't do good for us in points, but once the form dips, he should have been dropped. And he shouldn't have been playing injured, because I think he might have wrecked his own career for Ollie, taking them injections to play. Because there was a point where my friend was there, and my friend sits like 3 rows back, near to where the players are. And I said there was a point where you clearly saw Rashford take painkillers on the side of the pitch with the trainer. And Luke Shaw did it as well, he said.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw wasn't fit, came on, he was doing someone, but came over, talking, puts his hand out and goes to some water. It's like he's taking painkillers to play. So they're playing injured because they're being overhyped as, we need you, suck it up. You know, think of the badge and all that. That's how you ruin their careers. Sentiments, yeah, my friend.
But I mean, I think the only time that he's really kind of played out as an out-and-out striker consistently was under Louis van Gaal.
And that was his best form.
And that was his best form, yeah. Under Mourinho. Well, did he under Mourinho? He had him playing in like numerous positions?
He's actually not good through the middle, no. He's actually better on the left, but Sancho's better now.
So like cutting in.
Yeah, cutting in, yeah. But what it does, it hurts Ronaldo. So when you play Rashford on the right, you force him to cross the football.
Anybody agree with this? What sentiments saying Rashford being done at this level?
I tell you what sentiments.
I'd say yeah, but he's young, so
yeah, he's 24. Yeah. He's 24. As I said, you know, there's talk about him wanting to leave the club. I think again, it might be just his agents pushing. He's probably trying to push him for another deal.
Yeah, look at energy.
200,000 a week.
Yeah, thereabouts, if not 220. And you have to look at his agent, because I said this to my guy earlier that he loses the ball and he tracks back, and then I see something comes on my Instagram, and he's doing some photo shoot for Burberry a few months back. He's got bare energy for that. Bare energy for the Burberry photo shoot. Yeah. You could do Burberry when you're retired, bro. You're not retired yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the feeding the kids, I'm cool with all that. Take on the government, feeding the kids, yeah, man. Knock yourself out. Getting the NBA from the Queen and everything, yeah. Burberry photo shoots, I don't want to see that, bro. I don't want to see that, because you playing like an old donkey right now. And what is he, 27? He's not even 27, is he?
No. Oh, no, Rashford is 24.
Right, there you go. I'm even aging him, because he looks like he's aged. And I'm saying to myself, 24-year-old, with no energy to run back and chase the ball after he's lost.
Yeah, it's just like
he doesn't. Why the fans are turning on you.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that game. There was a point in that game, and everybody's been talking about it for 15 minutes of that game. Man City had 92% possession.
I know.
Do you hear what I'm saying? 92% possession.
And this is what I said to you, and I think I said this last season, earlier on when before Ollie got fired and Liverpool clapped us up, right? It came a point where Klopp.
Yeah.
He just keep the balls, gents. Just keep. Pep did the same thing. Like they're humiliated. Like, let's show a little bit of sportsmanship.
They're not fit, you know. They're not fit, man.
That's what I'm saying. 45 minutes, they're gassed.
Yeah.
They tap out at 45.
But the second half, that's why I said Man City v Mundane United, because the second half was a mundane performance, mate. They just did not turn up. Heads were down.
Yeah.
Mate, again, David.
I've had some bad moments as a Man United fan, but this was a low one. Because I physically watched them quit. If they were still chasing and just couldn't get on the ball or trying to still close down, but there was nothing, Norms. There was nothing, Chile. And I just said, nah, guys, no way. A
team comfortability and
complacency. Exactly. They know that check is hitting the bank.
You know what it is?
Do you think that Rashford should be going on the plane with Southgate? Or do you think he will?
If he goes, he's going out of. Well, hear this one. Someone said that Southgate will pick Rashford to justify picking the fridge. Imagine that. So he'll pick Rashford, and because Rashford's in the mud, say, right, I can sneak Harry's name on that list as well. And they say, well, you pick Harry. Yeah, I'll pick Marcus as well. They never let me down for England. I know what you see for Man United, but for England, they've never let me down. And this is my worry.
And has he got a point?
He has got a point, yeah, because they probably haven't let him down really for England. But for United, they're in the mud, both of them. But I'll be shocked if they don't make the plane. Put it that way. And then there's going to be former players that are going to be annoyed, saying,
yeah, exactly.
And then to go to the World Cup. Yeah. And then you're going to see this big.
And then it gets how it was with like the previous generation of players, where the same players go regardless of
yeah, because we've seen it where you know, in the golden generation, and there's been players that were better than them, but because they were the golden generation, they got picked all the time.
It's always been the England way, you know. I mean, when I played England basketball, we had a kid whose dad had a textile factory who did all the tracksuits and warm-up gear for us. That's why he was in the England team. He was an awful basketball player.
Yeah.
And so you're like, how is this kid here? Oh no, his dad is one of the main sponsors. Oh, fair enough.
There you go.
You have to just back off and not say nothing. He played very little basketball, don't get me wrong, but he was on that squad. He took up a spot, as it were, in that team because of
from someone who could have played.
Exactly.
Their daddy and own factory.
Yeah, some guys up in Manchester and East London Royals, better basketball players, couldn't get in the England squad. And kids like that were in.
We could go on all night about Man U, but just quickly, what is the future for Man United? I mean, on and off the club, what is it going to take to fix this club? Just in
for me, Wreck-It Ralph is known for what he does upstairs. So don't have him as a consultant. Put him upstairs along with Richard Arnold. Let him work with Richard Arnold, because Richard Arnold don't know what he's doing either. And then whether it be Poch or Ten Hag, because I think they're the true front runners now. You get them in, and you try and lose some dead weight, even if it means cutting some financial losses to get some players out of there. The ones that are out of contract, just get rid. Don't even attempt to persuade them to stay and be squad players. And then hopefully you can spend money and bring 5 players in with what you got left. But I think 7 go out and 5 come in. That's the only way that.
But you know what? I think the culture
of the top 4's a tall order.
Yeah, but the culture of the club needs to change now. One thing I would say with Arteta is that he has changed the culture of the club.
And I think that's why
we had a lot of people like all those people influencing and that. is now slowly and has got them out of the club now. And we're looking better for it. There's more of a team ethos between, you know, the players there. They seem to be playing together, playing for the manager, even though I'm not for the manager. But at the end of the day, they're doing it for the manager.
If
we do make top, and I keep saying, if we do make top 4, I just don't think Arteta is the man to take us to the next level. So yes, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that up. Yeah, listen, remember, he's the coal man. He was the coal man.
I think I said this. You know, when Ollie was thinking up the joint, and people get saying, "Okay, D, since you want Ollie gone, who do you want?" And I always said, Ten Hag with Wreck-It Ralph upstairs. Actually, so 2 footballing people dealing with the football side of the club, and let them lot on the commercial side stay over there, out the way. Yeah. But will they do it? Will they hand that power over to Ralph, for Ralph to sit with Ten Hag or Poch and consult on a weekly basis and steer the club and say, "You guys get as many sponsorship deals. There you go. Look, many of them as you want, and let these 2 do football business and see where we go."
Yeah.
And the Deadwood, do not, you know, if you want Pogba gone, then don't offer him a new contract. Let him walk on a free and suck it up when he walks. Because if he goes to PSG or wherever he goes and ball out, then it shows you that in the right team he can ball out. And you haven't put the right team around him. Ronnie don't want to play Europa. So if we don't get top 4, Ronnie will have that written in his contract. He'll be gone. Varane, hopefully we can persuade Varane to stay and play Europa League football. Because I think Varane and Eric Bailly, when he's fit, are probably our 2 best central defenders, followed by Lindelof.
Well, I'll tell you what, the summer is going to be...
It's going to be peak, Norman.
It's going to be...
It's going to be peak.
It's going to be Twin Peaks, you know? It's going to be Twin Peaks. Listen, we're coming on to, because I know Chile's got a buzz in a bit. Tottenham, Everton. Right, now I'm gonna deal with this game, and I want to do 2 things there. So I'm going to deal with the subject matter, and if you've seen the actual topic that I sent both of you guys and Kofi, and basically it's said, right, that Frank Lampard, you might have heard this, you know, when he used to play football and that, has quite an IQ as a footballer. You might have heard that, yeah, guys?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
High IQ, yes.
Yeah, he did have quite an intelligent guy. Can you tell me this? What happened on Monday night against Spurs?
Go on, Chile.
He came up against Spurs. What do you mean? Did you see Harry Kane?
This guy is just waiting for this moment. Go on, Chile, the floor is yours.
Listen.
Talk to me. Tell me.
His energy was down here, and rightly so. I'm here to bring it back up here.
Bring it up, bro.
Harry Kane, man, what a player. And Son, even Sessegnon. When he can get Sessegnon playing like that, then it's all good. We've just got to do it every week, which is what our problem is.
Yes,
but we've had that in us for the last 2-3 seasons to give some people a spanking, and we never do.
And by the way, Harry Kane has broken Thierry Henry's record in the Premier League now.
Easy money. That's easy money.
Can I ask you a question, guys? Put it in the chat, everybody. Yeah, take your time in the limelight, Chile. Mr. Leon, welcome to the chat. Leon, I think you need to do your due diligence. And if you could just ask Chile to turn off his camera and do the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think Frank has that football IQ. Right. That's Chile sentiments is saying. That's what sentiments say. Listen, I watched that game, and I was hoping that I saw them against Man City, and I saw them at home, the way they were pressing them. And listen, that game was a tough game for Man City. They ended up losing that game by a controversial, it's a 1-0 win to Man City. They could have drawn that game with that controversial handball by their midfielder. And I'm looking at the way they played against Man City, and I thought, okay, for the first maybe 5-10 minutes, I thought, they're closing down the players and whatever. I'm thinking, and I was texting Chile through the game, and I'm thinking, mate, these guys, they were literally playing on the halfway line. Their defenders were like on the halfway line. Am I lying, Chill?
No, but that's what they're doing. They're pressing us, and so they look good because they're putting us under pressure for 10 minutes. But once you beat that press with Harry Kane
and Son,
you guys just passed your way out of it, didn't they?
They could have won that game. They could have won that game 8-9-0.
Yeah,
mate. Pundit said it. I think it was Jamie Carragher said it's like watching a championship defense. We're talking about Everton.
There is a thing about the good teams, and I have to say this, Chili, you guys passed in this triangle, and so it was so easy to just eliminate the press.
That's right.
By passing in the triangle, and then the top player moves, and then someone else forms a triangle.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I went, "Oh my God, Frank! Come on, man!
Honestly,
Frank has to react to that.
He hasn't reacted. That's the joke about it. He hasn't reacted.
But and that's exactly it. Those triangles. That's how you beat the press. Exactly that.
And you'll see Man City do it very well. You'll see Liverpool do it very well.
Yeah.
And so, that's why I asked the question. This man had an IQ, supposedly. Yeah? Supposedly. Right? Mate.
Oh, what a player. What a player. And he's so strong. They said that he's not going to be strong. He's young, this, that, and the other. Yeah. I don't care about Diaz. I honestly don't. I don't care.
You got your chest now. You're running the chest now.
That's right.
You're running the chest now. Yeah. But listen, guys, do you think that Everton could Frank take Everton down?
I hope not. I hope they don't go down.
I mean, I don't want him to go down.
This is the thing. If he goes down, Norm, with them, he's going to have to go to mainland Europe for a job. Because does anyone... does he get fired if he relegates them? Because remember, he's come halfway through, so it's not totally all on Frank.
Yeah.
But you get fired from Chelsea, you're kind of hit and miss at Derby.
Is he okay? Question to you guys. Put it in the chat. Is he a Premier League manager?
Steven Gerrard is.
Okay.
No, he probably not yet. He probably.
I think Steven's better.
And this is what I said.
Agree with you both.
I respected Gerrard going to Scotland to that weaker league, and it is a weaker league.
Yeah.
And just figuring some stuff out, and he's still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
Frank should never.
He should never.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
He needed to apply.
Earn your Spurs, man. You can't. When he got, I could not believe it when they said he was managing Chelsea.
And the thing is, that was all emotions, Chile. Chelsea brought him back on emotions rather than can he actually do the job. And I think he got out of jail because remember the first season he was there, they had an embargo on them, and they couldn't do any transfers. So he was forced to work with the kids.
Yeah, work with
and he done all right with the kids. To be fair, you know what I mean? He got back Mason Mount because remember Mason Mount was on loan to Derby. He got a couple of players that he was working with at Derby, got them back. So they kind of knew him. They were playing for him, but he should never have got the Chelsea job. Nah.
And now he's got the Everton job. That's a big job.
You see what Leon said here? Completely unproven. Should not be in a Prem job. But then you have to remember, like, because he has that family connection, it's almost like because of the Redknapp connection and all that.
Boys for the job for the boys.
For the boys, yeah.
Boys for the jobs, whatever you want to call
the boys. And he actually, I watched an interview with him. He said he bumped into Jose Mourinho, and Jose Mourinho just shook his hands and said, "Now you know what it feels like. Now you're a real manager, but you've been fired." That's what Jose said to me. Frank said he kind of felt away when he said it, but he understood it.
Guys, if he plays like that, listen, he came out in the post-match conference and he was, he spoke well, trying to motivate the lads. And I mean, listening to him, you think, these guys are going to get out of it. Yeah. You can speak well, but it's about doing it on the pitch. It's about applying those tactics. That guy did not have no tactics in that game.
And his big guns about Norman. Clive Lewin is back. Richard Allison is back. He's got Van der Beek now. His big guns are back. You cannot be losing 5-0 to Tottenham.
5-0, and it could be Joe. It could have been more. I think Reguilon came on in the
43 seconds or so.
43 seconds. He came on for the injured session on, And I blinked and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Right? No, it's a complete joke. But I think.
But then, to be fair, he's not going to be playing against Harry Kane and Son every week, is he?
There you go. I mean, listen, when he first came in, he had a little bit like a manager bounce. He won like his first FA Cup game. If it was like a 4-0, 4-1, and you're thinking, oh,
yeah.
But it's not easy, man. And to manage Everton and the fans' expectation, they don't want to start turning against him, mate. Because can you imagine him getting slapped 5-0 at home? Can you imagine?
How is it that Frank Lampard is at Derby, who are a big club, they're but they're a big club. He's at Chelsea, who are absolutely massive, and Everton, and Sol Campbell can't get
well, you know, Chill. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it just in case it was a bit of a hot potato. You got mans out there. I say the bros. We got the bros out there. Yeah, been out in the, as I would say, been out in the fields. Yeah, been out. You know where I'm going with this one. I've been out in the fields, man. I've been out in the fields. Yeah, I'm no house. You know what I'm saying? I'm no house. I won't say the next thing because I don't want to get.
When we were at school, Everton was a big deal. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys I played football with were Everton fans because of players like Kevin Sheedy and their mans. They was winning stuff.
Everton a big club.
That's not. They're not a shabby club.
But they've never been relegated.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not a shabby club. If he makes history and gets relegated, then what? He has to go and coach in China or somewhere or MSL. Just learn his trade in a weaker league.
Club in China.
And learn in a weaker league, then come back. To the Championship, and come back to the Premier League.
I wanted to say, Chile said what I was thinking. Yeah, so if you want to come at Chile, not me, yo. right. But listen to this, yeah. And listen, Chile, take my hat out to your team, even though it was a C-Tech team that you beat. You know what I mean? But let me just say this, guys.
That's what ain't C-Tech known. That's what ain't C-Tech known.
You give it one. But guys in the chat, I don't know if you're aware of this, yeah, Chile. I don't know if you're aware of this. Big D, I don't know if you're aware of this, yeah, but apparently the powers that be, yeah, apparently they've changed a nursery rhyme. Yeah, they've changed this nursery rhyme, and you might not know about this nursery rhyme, but I'm just gonna I just found it, and I thought I'd just write down the lyrics. All right, so this one is probably going to be Spurs' theme song, right? And Chile probably will understand this song. I'm not going to sing it. I'm just going to read the words.
Either sing it or don't bother. How are you going to come with a song and then you're just going to read the lyrics?
Listen, if I sing, I'm going to lose my subscribers, mate. No, sentiments. He was not good. He burnt out. He played that man into the ground, bro. He played that man into the ground. You know what I mean?
Burnt out Mason Mount,
because they had a transfer ban, he had to get all them young players. You know what I mean? And look, Mount now, he's in the first team. He's doing well for them. You know what I mean? But Chelsea have probably got one of the best youngsters in the Premier League in terms of their youth squad. You know what I mean? They've probably got millions of them out on loan at the moment, but they're making money for them.
Players on loan, isn't it?
Yeah,
about 40 players on loan. It's mad.
Yeah. But so let me just share this. They apparently it's not what's the word I'm going to look for? I'm not going to find the right word. No, let me leave it. Let me just read it. Okay. So this is this new song that they've revamped. It's called the Grand Duke of York. Yeah, you know that one, innit? Everybody knows that one. Yeah. So I'm just reading it. So listen, everybody, and if you want to sing along in the chat, you can. Yeah. It says, "Oh, the Grand Duke of Spurs, he had 11 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down." Would you describe that as your club, Chill?
What the hell? That was just the Grand Old Duke of York.
Oh, I'll say it again. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of Spurs.
Yeah, you changed one word out of the whole nursery rhyme.
No, I didn't. I changed Spurs and I changed 11. I changed 2.
Oh.
No,
that is us.
I spent all night doing this one. So listen, man, give me a bit of a give me a bit of a blight, yeah. Give me a bit of a blight.
No, that's us. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know, like they say, oh, it depends which Tottenham turned up or which Arsenal turned up. You literally do not know with Tottenham.
Yeah.
Until 20 minutes into the game, then you can say, oh, look, they're on it today, or oh, look, they're not on it.
Okay, massive game this weekend. Saturday evening, Spurs goes to United.
Easy money. Weren't it 6-0 last season, D?
That was the season before.
Season before was that?
Yeah, it was when Mourinho. It was when Mourinho was managing.
Oh, Mourinho
he was managing last season.
Was it last season? He beat them 6-0.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think
really.
It was,
Yeah.
Because this was a landslide. So Mourinho. No. It can't be last season because Ollie's been.
It can't be last season.
3 years. Ollie's been in 3 years. Before he got fired, he'd been in.
When Spurs went there and beat you 6-0, was Mourinho managing Man United? Because
he's
managing Tottenham.
Yeah,
listen, if anybody knows,
because everybody wanted Ollie gone after that game. Because remember, don't forget, we fired Mourinho to put Ollie in, and then Mourinho comes back with Tottenham and claps him up 6-0. And everyone's like, nah, brother, stop.
No. Listen, bro.
Remember that, Norm? Think about it. The man came back and said, how you like me now? I was vexed.
I thought
you cannot fire a man and a man comes back to your backyard and does that to you.
I thought it was when Mourinho was managing Man United and Poch was
Tottenham.
Oh gosh, wow.
And Ollie was in the mud and he still kept his job because of people like Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand.
Wow. Boy.
Shocking, mate. Yeah, man. I nearly handed back my lifetime card, you know. I had sleepless nights, you know what I mean? I was tormented.
Yeah, man. I come with the remix. I come with the remix sentiments, yeah. Conte, too many ups and downs, and I think you know, Chile can vouch for that.
But that's not him. That's our dead players. You can't blame Conte for how they perform. Like, you can't give him all the credit when we're good, but you can't say that when we're bad that it's him, because we've been bad for the last how many years?
It's
the fact that people say it's Spursy, that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so
it's a Spursy thing. You know what I mean? Right, quick one, yeah. Gary Neville was asked on that same. I think it was when you guys, when Gary Neville was in. Was it that game? The Man City Man United game. It was the Man City Man United game. And they asked Gary Neville because they were asking about the top 4, and they were basically asking whether Gary Neville trusts Arsenal to finish above Man U. So I'm putting that question to both of you. Do you trust?
He said no, didn't he?
He said no.
He said no. Yeah.
What's his reason for saying no? I mean, look at the form that Arsenal are in right now. Why would he think that with the way Man United are playing right now? Why doesn't he trust Arsenal to finish above Man U? Because I think the way he said it's Arsenal. That's what he said. It's Arsenal. Right. That's what they do. You know, kind of that kind of Spursy undertone, should I say?
But the thing is, there is a bit of. It's almost like he's trying to.
Maureen was at Tottenham.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's trying to diminish what Arsenal are currently doing. Because the table doesn't lie. You know, very cliche, but the table doesn't lie right now.
Yeah.
The game in hands don't lie. So it's yours to lose, in my opinion. It's still yours to lose.
Yeah, I picked up on it. I picked up on this. I thought I does ask. Why is he? I mean, Arsenal are doing quite well.
He's like a petulant child, is non.
Huh?
He's like a petulant child.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our form in our last 10 games. We've won 8, lost 1. That was against Man City and drawn with Burnley. So that is really good form.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that can change round. Look at your form at the beginning of the season.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Remember, we was sitting in the bottom Relegation.
No, you weren't sitting in the bottom. You were sitting at the bottom. You were bottom. don't try and make out you were like 16th or 18th. You were 20th out of 20.
Well, you know what? Arsenal were rock bottom with bare injuries.
Yes, thank you, D. Thank you very much.
So if and the manager that was probably a bit deluded in some things he was doing as well. But you cannot. And that's what I said about Leeds. You can't ignore the Leeds. You can't fire Bielsa and ignore the Leeds injuries. And the same thing, you can't ignore the players that you guys had out. To be fair, in my opinion, Arteta has a touch of Spurs.
Yeah, FA Cup. Yeah,
one final, never again.
Yeah, I just think if we, as I said, with the Arsenal thing, you know, if we, and I'm saying a big if, I need to have a little bit of a safety net. So if we do make the top four, I just don't think Arteta is at the level to be playing against those top.
You'll get embarrassed if you get Bayern or anyone like that. You're gonna get embarrassed.
Look what Bayern did last night. Lewandowski.
It was
11 minutes hat trick. Yeah. Was it Benfica? 7-1 in the end. Yeah.
Well, you look at this current. You look at us now. If we don't get out of this knockout stage,
you're playing tonight, aren't you?
Who have you got tonight?
Atletico.
Yeah, Athletic. Yeah.
What's the aggregate?
Well, it's 1-1, but remember, there's no way. There's no
way goes now.
Yeah, so it's a 0-0 basically.
It's like even so no, yeah, we started fresh. So yeah. So 8 o'clock tonight. But if we don't win this tonight, then we have no more distractions either, like you. So top four is game on. But if we win this tonight, and I hope we do win this tonight, I think Ralph deserves.
I was going to say, do you think? Listen, it's probably
Old Trafford. Right.
Yeah.
And if you
is Ronaldo starting?
I don't know.
Is he back from Portugal?
Is he even back? It's not showing the starting lineup yet. It's not come through. Should have come through by now.
It should be now because
it's 5-8. It should.
I'm not seeing it.
5-8. I need to go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's not showing it. I'm just kicking onto the field, and it's not showing the starting lineup for some reason. The app hasn't caught up yet.
Right.
But yeah, if yeah, you got to look at that. I think Ralph needs this. I think the team need it. I think not just Ralph, the team need this. And these guys are no mugs. These guys know how to manage a game, even though their form has been very hit and miss in their league. They know how to manage these Champions League games. Yeah. So I don't.
We've been linked with João Felix, the forward. Apparently, there's been a little bit of a falling out.
He's nice, you know.
Huh?
He's nice.
He's nice, but he's only scored 4 goals. He's only scored 4 goals. There's 3 goals, I think, this season of 4.
Yeah.
Assists. So, you know what I mean? The output, but he's a good player, but he's going to cost us a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're linked with quite a number of strikers, and apparently the talk is, the papers and the online news outlets are saying that basically, what did he say? Let me deal with that. All right, let's get that. Right.
I am surprised they're not showing the lineups.
Yeah,
so close to the game.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Yeah,
but the app is not refreshing itself, so I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, and then Benfica and Ajax tonight as well.
Yeah.
And then Chelsea tomorrow. Chelsea and Juve and Villarreal and Lille tomorrow. So for me, it's not going to be high scoring. Even though we're at home, I think we just.
Sorry, thanks for that, Leon. Some joker just come on there and putting some stuff on the thing. So
the chat.
I blocked him. Leon blocked him as well. Yeah. Thanks for that, Leon. For that, mate. You've got some unscrupulous people, mate. I tell you, they ain't got nothing better to do.
Bish, your thoughts for tonight in the chat, Lee?
Yeah, what are your thoughts for tonight? Quick.
You have to win this tonight.
You know. What are your thoughts on
I'm taking a 2-1 United. No, Man United are not playing. It's Man City against Lisbon.
Oh,
is it? What day is it today?
When does Man United play then? Is it next week?
Oh, it's next week. You know, I'm looking at the wrong date.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's why you could have said.
Well, man. Okay, well, Leon, that's going to be 2-1. It's going to be next week, Leon, not this today.
Yeah, I just realised that.
Yeah, so Man City are playing Sporting Lisbon and they're 5-0 up. That should be a walk in the park. They're probably going to play their kids and that. So no pressure on them. At least it means that they rest a lot of their players for their next upcoming game, which I don't know who they're playing against.
There's a big one tonight, though, to be fair. The Real Madrid Paris Saint-Germain game.
Yeah, that one's going to be tasty.
That one's
going to be tasty. 1-0 PSG going into that game. As I said, there's no away games there's no away games or whatever. So literally they go out there and Real Madrid are going to have to come out and play, and that's the whole purpose of that. Wenger call for it.
Sitting back and
trying to protect
away goal,
nonsense, and that. Right, just quickly, I know you've got to go now, Chul, but just coming into the last point, and this is the ESL, the European Super League, rearing its head again. And as you know, the likes of Barcelona, Juventus, and I think Inter Milan, were the three clubs. They are looking to, they're basically looking to restart this thing again. What they're saying now, what was different to last time. I remember Leon was on this stream some months back when the old Super League did sort of rear its ugly head, and they wanted to have X amount of players, no relegation. He's come back again. Leon, if you could block him for me, let's see if I can block him. Block the user.
The thing is, it's a very American system, because you know how the Americans do the playoff thing. So like in the NBA, in the NFL, in the hockey leagues, no one gets relegated. What you do, you actually get rewarded with the top players coming out of college. So if you finish bottom of the league, you get the first draft pick to pick the best player that comes out of college to try and resurrect your team. So that is definitely that American setup culture within their sports. And as you well know, if you watch American sports, there always has to be a winner. There's no draws in the American sports.
Sorry, there's somebody. I don't know if somebody's putting some stuff in the chat. Somebody's putting. So we're trying to block it, because you should be able to just go on the thingy.
Yeah, he's disappeared now. I think Leon blocked him.
Yeah, I've just tried. On my one, it's saying the error's occurred, so I don't know. It's show. Is it not show? Can you?
No, he's gone now, but you can still see his name. What his name was.
Right, but can you see what he's? Hold on, what's this?
Yeah, he's putting some.
What's this? Breaking news: Ronaldo terminated his contract.
No.
You're winding me up.
You're winding up, Craig.
Is he?
It's not on Sky.
He's winding us up, isn't he?
I'm just looking on Twitter now, see if Twitter tweeting that. Let me see. Boy, nothing is beyond at United right now. Nothing is impossible. Let me see if it's trending.
No, I can't see anything.
I can't see nothing.
Nah.
He's shit, Craig.
Yeah, he's probably terminated his contract from going into the steam room. It's a wind up. It's got to be. It's got to be. Leon,
he tweeted an hour ago saying working hard to return to full fitness. Ronaldo. Right. That was 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Also, maybe Wreck-It Ralph was telling the truth.
Well,
yeah, but you know what? Wow, his sister saying, I mean, his blood is telling us that he's not.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna have to have a word with her.
He might have to have a word with her saying, "Listen, I'm playing the game here. Stop tweeting and interfering in my big man."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I'm working the system.
Just coming on to the ESL. What are your thoughts on that? They're also saying that that there will be some sort of. There won't be no protection for any teams coming into this. I mean, the UEFA president's come out and said like these guys are jokers, and they will be if any team do go into it, they're gonna ban them from playing in any European competition. So I don't know what you think on that.
Well, this is what you'd have to look at is do they have any big TV networks already on board? This? Because this is where the bulk of the money comes from, the TV networks. So if you've got big TV networks all willing to drop 100 million and all that kind of stuff on teams, then teams may not care that they're no longer in the UEFA Champions League with the group stages and all the rest of it. But like I say, it's a very American thing where nobody can be relegated out of it, and they're going to cherry pick who they want to come into it.
Yeah,
crazy joker. So it's going to, I mean,
how are they going to put Tottenham in it and call it Super League?
Same with Arsenal.
Same with Man United right now.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean? For us, me and D, we're fallen giants. Yeah. I'll call Spurs, Jack, the one that's climbing the beanstalk.
You're some perpetrators, man. The way I see you crawling across the line against Watford.
Oh, get out of here, man! Get out of here.
Right, listen, I've got to shoot, man.
Listen, Chili, respect, bro. Chili, thanks, man. Respect for that, man. I'm going to finish up with basically doing the form table. So
we are Newcastle.
You got Newcastle. Let me just have a look.
Sir.
Yeah, I think it probably is Newcastle, isn't it?
Hold on, where is it? Newcastle.
If not, they're second.
Yeah, they're top two.
No, the top two: Liverpool, Newcastle.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's mad, isn't it? That's a real turnaround for them. Brilliant.
Man City third, and Arsenal still in the top four. If we go down, Tottenham sit eighth.
Oh, we've gone up. We were 12th or something.
14th. I think you jumped from 14th to 8th, and Man United have dropped down to 10th.
And we're at Arsenal.
We're 4th. But listen, boy, thanks, Chili, for coming on. I need to find out, because this, I don't know if you can, if you go on your like, say you go online on my channel. How do I get rid of? Because I can still see what the person is saying, even though he's being reported and blocked. I can see that in the chat.
Yeah, he stayed in the chat, hasn't it?
He stayed in the chat.
Oh no, he's come back again.
Yeah, he came back a second time.
All right.
Like 8, you know what I mean? So something
out of control, mate.
Yeah. But I don't know. Is it someone that obviously someone is spamming the chat and that, but I can't. I want to try and see if I can actually delete the whole the messages. I've tried to do it on air. It's not. I don't know if it allows me to delete the messages.
Nah,
I can't delete the messages.
But as long as it's been blocked and reported, then hopefully.
Because really, what you should do,
it should be off the system, isn't it?
Yeah, it's come off the system, because now that's going to stay on my That's going to stay on
your chat. Yeah,
I think
you're the only person that probably can do that. You know, Gnomes.
I'm trying to delete the chat. On my thing. I'm trying to do it here. Okay, it says. Oh, good. Hold on. Oh, but this is name. For you, North, you can see it all. I can see. Okay. Can you see? But can you see? Not in the chat, but you can't see nothing on the actual YouTube thing. So if you go onto my channel.
Hang on, I'll go on there.
The chat, can you see what was written in the chat?
I'll go on
for me, looking at our live stream now, I can still see his comments from 7:55. Yeah, I can.
You can see those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he is on there.
He's on there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it says message deleted, but it's his name that's the problem.
I'm not
right. Can you see what he's written? Where he's written that thing? What is written there?
No, that's his name. That's what his name is. And
right.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And so his messages are deleted, but he was just putting a letter anyway. That's his name.
FHG. I just realized that's his actual chat name, the idiot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that's
wrong on there. The guys really apologize. Because normally when you click on it and it says that you block the user, it should be able to delete the whole name, but I don't think I can take it out. I'll have to probably talk to my son about that and find out whether I can do it and that, because it's just a joke.
I'm gonna block and report him.
I just realised that that's actually his username rather than what he's trying to say.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually, and then he just put like HDBG. He just put in one letters underneath every time he's posted. So he's definitely trying to spam in it. But why would you have that as your username? What an idiot! Wow.
Yeah, big up, Craig. Thanks for watching. Listen, we are going to come to the end. Unfortunately, you get these idiots in the chat spoiling things. You know what I mean? You're trying to have a decent.
The world's a big place. There are a lot of them out there, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, and they put this kind of nonsense and rubbish in there, but we can't. There's nothing we can do. But as I said, as soon as I saw it come in, I blocked it the first time, and but somehow it came in the second time. So I don't know if he was coming under another username of that. But yeah, it is what it is. But listen, guys, we've come to the end. I want to thank everybody for coming into the chat and just having a great time. As I said,
nice one, Craig. Same to you, buddy.
Yeah, we get some stupid people that are doing their rubbish, but it is what it is. But I want to thank everybody again in the chat. Thank you, D. Thank you, Chili. Thank you, Kofi. And listen, next week we see what happens in the coming days and weeks. Hopefully,
we don't make me come looking for you.
Oh boy, I don't know, man. For me, I'll take anything right now. The way things are.
Yeah. We can't remove his name, but I hope that doesn't put people off when they come in and watch the thingy, because you know what I mean. You don't need this kind of thing. But listen, this is what happens when you're doing social media, YouTube stuff. You're gonna get things coming. But listen, just pray for them, man. You know what I mean? But listen, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, share it around, and we will see you on the next What's Going On podcast. And hopefully Arsenal will be smiling. Big D. Hopefully you would come out.
Something's happening. I don't know what.
Something's happening. Well, I'm looking forward to Saturday. Put it away. I'm looking forward to Saturday. It should be a great game. I prefer a draw though. I prefer a draw.
Yeah, a draw suits Arsenal, doesn't it? For sure.
Peace, love to Arteta out. Guys, take it easy.